What shall I start with first? Okay, so this is one of two bags I purchased, and you're already going to be able to possibly tell just by the drawstring bag. Hi, well hello. So I'm going to the Manhattan Vintage Show, as you can tell by this video. I think it's about 40 plus vendors from in and outside of New York. Really good selection. It's like the cream of the crop in some ways. I'm just going to check out the designer vintage to see what it's like. So this video is going up a bit late today because I'm going to the Manhattan Vintage Show the date of when I upload my Friday videos. So hence the delay. But I will take you with me. I'm wearing a dress that is from the Manhattan Vintage Show that I went the last time, my Dior oblique, and I'm wearing my Chloe Susanna boots. I'll show you a bit better later on, but anyway, let's go in and I'll let you know what it's like. It's been a while since I've done like just a vintage vlog, and I thought why not just kill 40 birds in one stone and just do it from the show. So I'll let you know what it's like. It happens like 2 to 3 times a year, so if you're ever in New York, just go to their Instagram and you can just look for when the next one is. Okay, let's go. Look at this slip dress. Oh my gosh. Oh God, I love this entire rack. What is this? I love the sleeves. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Oh. So much inspiration, right? For your jacket. Oh my gosh, look at these necklaces. How beautiful are these? I'm back from the Manhattan Vintage Show, and I am going to show you what I got. It's literally all sitting here. It's, when I say all, it's two things. Two splurges, both of them designer vintage, and I love them. Obviously, if I didn't, I wouldn't have got them. But I'm going to show you what they are. So I'm going to get down on the floor, make myself super comfortable. Okay, so hi, we're back on the floor. I couldn't really talk when I was showing you walking through the store, walking through the Manhattan Vintage Fair because of copyright, because they were playing music. Sorry, ignore the tripod in the background. I couldn't really talk to you whilst I was showing you all the footage because I had to just put my own music on top, because on YouTube, you can't play copyrighted music. And the whole event was playing like artist music that we all have heard. So in order to not get demonetized and copyright strikes and all that crap, I just put my own music on top. But I really did want to talk to you whilst I was looking through all the things. But I put some text overlays on top so you can get an idea of, my thoughts, whilst I was looking and filming. But it's a great place. I highly recommend to go if you are a lover of vintage like I am. It doesn't necessarily have to be designer either, but they do have a lot of that. And I was looking for that specifically because I have a lot of other things outside of that anyway. And I like to look for vintage of designer as well as mix in new, because I do both. I went to a seller who I have shopped with before and another one who I have not before. Now, the one I have not, I will show you that now. Ow, what is that on the carpet? Because it's a bag that I have personally loved the look of myself. By the way, I was going in this is the outfit that I came in, but because I purchased things, one of the bags I purchased was, I'm going to show you at the very end. I literally walked away from her stand wearing the bag. So the bag that I was wearing for the day was my Dior saddle. So this is what I actually had on, the oblique that I picked up in Paris about 2 years ago now. I've always loved the oblique. And there's very few logo on logo bags that I like. The oblique I like, and also the same with the Gucci as well. I like those too. Anyway, so this was what I had on. I'm just going to sort of stand up a bit so you can see my vintage dress. Sorry about the mic, but I can't find the black one. So I'm just using this one at the moment. I know it's clipped right to the top of my neck, so it looks really weird. But this was the dress I had on. And I bought this exact same dress from the exact same place where I just was. But I got this, I think, in September, sometime last fall-ish, because they have this designer vintage show. I think it's either twice or 3 times a year. I always forget. But if you're on their Instagram, you can find out when they do it, and you can sign up and they tell you every time that they have it. It's worth coming for. If you live in New York or on the outskirts of New York and you love vintage, come to this. The prices are going to be higher. It's all curated and it's in the middle of the city. So they will mark it up. But if you understand vintage, there's some things that I think you can find for less. And also there's just some things that's not based on price, but it's based on rarity. And that's what they're really good at as well. And it's a cross section of everything. So it's a mixture of clothes. They have everything based on seasons. So right now it's a lot of dresses, blouses, those type of things, t-shirts, etc. But really beautiful. The dresses were insane. I mean, this is just an example of how good the dresses are. So let's get this out of your way. They just do dresses so well there. And it's funny because the person who I bought this from last year, she recognized me. Well, she recognized her dress. And I ran into her. I didn't even recognize her, but she recognized me because of the dress. But yeah, that was really, really cute. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so they have also jackets. It's mostly like leather jackets at the moment, lots of jackets. But that's as far as it goes because it's spring, summer, so it's understandable. They have a food section as well for when you want to take a break, have a bite to eat or drink. They have a lot of jewelry, a lot of vintage jewelry. A lot of it's 24 karat gold from Chanel. Plus they have other jewelry from designers and none that you don't know, but it is absolutely stunning. I try to record, quite a lot of it. There's a lot of it I didn't record because I can't record the entire, every single person in the store. But it was just such a, it was just so sick. Anyway, so this was the outfit. So I had this on with this, with the Dior saddle and my Chloe Susanna boots. So that was the look that I had when I went out. What shall I start with first? Okay, so this is one of two bags that I purchased, and you're already going to be able to possibly tell just by the drawstring bag. Here you go, if you can't anymore. And maybe even the shape as well. This is the bag that I got. It was the first thing that I really was thinking about, but I wanted to wait until I had walked around every other stall seller to see if I could see the same thing. Because last thing you want to do is buy a bag or buy something, and then you walk a few feet and you see the exact same bag, but for less or something. So I was price checking everywhere, and I saw the same bag, a fraction of the size, like half the size, like a smaller version for more money. So this is her. I got the Gucci horse bit in the east-west kind of shape, but this was a shape that they were doing for a long time, I believe. I mean, the whole east-west terminology and style of bags is what's current at the moment. But even when this trend comes and goes, this is a clutch bag as well, because this chain can go inside. And to me, this is a great classic clutch shape because you can just hold it like so. But I love how convertible it is, because I wanted something that I can wear for if I'm going to like events, because I go to more events now. And I would love to have something that feels just more special, more just different, and just kind of feels like Karen. And I love that burgundy. So beautiful, great condition, right? It's so sick. It's coming out like a very sort of cherry red. It's actually a dark burgundy in person, okay? So just bear that in mind. I love it. It's just so good. Just, oh, it's so good. I've always loved it. I loved when Gucci came out with the current version, but you know, I've always actually liked the older version. And I remember, I think I texted Cassie and I said to her, oh my gosh, are you seeing the new bags that Gucci's coming out with? And we were both saying, oh, you know how the pre-love market's going to like cost a fortune for them. Well, this wasn't too bad. It's a lot less than had I bought it like, you know, from the actual store today. So I love it, and I love that it's a bag and it's a clutch as well. So it's perfect. I'm kneeling down. This is hilarious. But this is how it looks on me. Hold on, let me just get up. Okay, so this is how it is on me. I love her, so good. On the other side, I like the size as well. It's just right. It's not too big, it's not too small. It just feels very comfortable. I think it's a great bag to use, especially now we're coming into the spring and summer. Just something really simple. It holds my phone. It holds quite a bit, actually. And yeah, I just loved the color combination, the hardware combination of it as well. That's what really got to me. And the fact, of course, that it just screams vintage. So that to me is just such a good, oh, I love it. So good. I would even wear it with this. Actually, I wouldn't. But I love the idea of wearing this like with like plainer clothes. I just think it's just such a good bag. So I got her, and like I said, I like the fact that you can like hide this, because I dropped this in completely inside the bag and I just clutched it, and I like the idea of just wear it like this. Anyway, it's so good. I love it. So simple, easy, just, oh, great. I even love the studs at the bottom. A lot of you probably won't like it because it's a very specific style. Gucci has really leaned into their horse bit, which is a signature hardware which they've had for quite a while. It's a signature hardware they've had for quite a while, and I absolutely love it. Okay, next bag. Now, the next bag I got, I can already hear you lot thinking, why are you buying the same bag? I bought the same bag in a different color and a different size. And I can already hear all of you being like, why did you do that? Blah, 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 blah. But I'm sorry. The color is not even going to come across on the screen. I'm going to insert cutaways whilst I'm showing you the bag so you can see the true color, because I know it's going to come out very bright. But the color of red is jaw-dropping. It is that beautiful. And it's from the same seller. I went back, and when I saw she had this bag there, my eyes went straight to it. And I loved it so much that I walked out of the store with it too. It is the bucket bag by Chanel, lambskin leather. Look how beautifully creased the leather is. It looks so bright on camera. I'm so sorry. It is not this color in person. It is like a beautiful lipstick dark red, very deep. It looks very orangey and it looks very shiny as well. Why does it look so shiny on camera? It's matte. It looks very super shiny. Like all of this is shining, and in person it doesn't shine at all. But this is the bag. You know that I have this already in green. I wore it a lot when I was in St. Lucia. This is the bigger version of that. I've been very into the kind of slouchy, very casual versions of Chanel versus like a classic flap. I feel like these feel more me. They feel much more like, they feel more like Karen. So, I love it. With the large CCs, I love everything about it. The leather is absolutely perfection. It feels incredible. And I love, just like my green one is, I love how big this is on the sides. It's funny because whilst I was in there, the customers were like, oh, you have to take that. Oh my God, that looks perfect on you. And I was thinking the same. I thought it looked perfect on me. But they were like, oh, it looks so good. And the seller was going, she has the same bag in green, in smaller. And they were like, but this is different. It's another color completely and it's bigger. This is so much different. And for me, it actually is. I know you're probably thinking, no, it's not. It's the same bag. And it is. It's the same bag. It's a different color. I agree. It's larger. But couldn't not take it. It's just stunning. I'm hoping that I'm able to insert cutaways showing the exact red and the exact finish. Because like I said, on camera, it's looking quite bright. And it's looking very shiny there. And it's stunning with the gold. Obviously for the chains as well. It's just everything. And like I said, I decanted everything from my saddle straight into this vintage Chanel instead, and it's just so good. So I picked this up, and that is the last that I got from the Manhattan Vintage Show. It's funny because I just realized I haven't mentioned this to you, but I have been invited somewhere very special on Monday, and I wanted to let you guys know because by the time you see this video, I will have, it will be this Monday coming. But I have been invited by the UN, so the United Nations, this Monday to an event about sustainability in the fashion space. And yeah, so they invited me to go and I can't get over it. It's such a special, such an honor to be seen by the UN and for them to want me to be there. And I guess it makes sense, when I saw the invitation, I was still surprised, but I was humbled and I'm really looking forward to going. And I understood why they asked me. It's something that, as you know, has been a part of my just DNA for as long as I know myself, is wearing vintage and incorporating vintage. And, when you see me wearing all different types of things, designer, new, high street, new, that you can shop directly from me, you'll always see a thread of something that's vintage in there somewhere, whether it's the bag that's on my shoulder or style around it that makes it personal, that makes it me. And that's what, to me, vintage is. It's very personal. It's a sign of individuality. It's I think it says a lot about the person when you buy vintage, because it says that you are led by style and led by your aesthetic and what you truly like versus what is currently trending or what is, it's much more personal. That's the only way I can describe it. And I find like often the people who I've ever stopped doing street style who have the coolest looks, they have worn vintage. There's something in their outfit that's vintage. Even if it's all new, there is something that isn't. And I'm personally am drawn to people as a whole who have a more of an eclectic style and who are wearing things that's like a mishmash of different places. I love the new and I like the old. I don't not like one because I like the other. Just because I like vintage doesn't mean I don't like new. Just because I like designer doesn't mean I don't like thrift, and vice versa. I like both. I never want to be pigeonholed because I shop everywhere. And that's how my wardrobe is reflected. It's who I am as a person, and I love that. It was so nice to see a whole bunch of you, by the way, at the actual Manhattan Vintage Show. You were actually there and you came up to me, and it was nice because I get to see a lot of my people. When I say my people, I get to see a lot of people who, we all share the same love. We all have the same passion. We hugged, you know, it was like meeting old friends, but we've never met before. And it's so, I love that. I love meeting you. And I love that validation that you give me of, you know, loving what I do and what I stand for and, you know, things I wear, and you get inspired, and I love what you're wearing, and I talk about your outfit and what did you just pick up from here, and what did I just pick up? You know, it's like two sisters or two best friends catching up. And I love that. Anyway, so those are the things I picked up. I got, go on, kill me. I got another of the same, but I love it. And it's a beautiful, I love the size of this. I love how oversized it is. Stunning, stunning, stunning red. This is the style that feels very me. I can see why I have the Chanel 22 in the black. It's that same hobo, very casual, relaxed. This is very me as far as like Chanel is concerned. I love to lean on these kind of style bags, bucket bags, you know, anything like that. That's very Karen, basically. So I got that, and I got the Gucci, which you already saw earlier. But that is it. I wanted to do a quick and easy sort of video on literally today, the day this video is uploaded, is the day that I went to the Manhattan Vintage Show. And that's it. I will talk to you later, my loves. I will see you between this Friday and next, obviously on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, the UN on Monday. Of course, I'm going to wear something vintage. But I just wanted to just say that because it's such a mark, right? To just be recognized. And I've never even been into the UN before. Better make sure I have my passport, actually. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.